Good submissions from my De La Riva here. It's a lot of different variations as you're getting better, so it's more ways to set up the submission, but I'm going to explain the easiest way as possible. Right, so when I decide to have all the control here, and if, especially when I feel Tommy stops moving, so it's a time I can attack as well too. So how is my right leg is going to bend that position to control the legs and find a gap to the hip. As I have this now, I can use his body to elevate my hip, and my left leg going to come out at the same time and set up the triangle submission. So when I have up here now, my more important thing now is crossing his arms and bring Tommy down, heads down to me. So I drive my hip down to the mat. Control his head, arm control as well too. Now my right leg go right to the top of my left foot. I leg toes up and pinch my knees together and down. Good. De La Riva control, arm control. Letting my right leg to over his hip and my left foot gonna come close. Sometimes the person will be tight to you here. So how will you do this? How I escape for this too is slightly push up his hip with my right foot and then bring your knee close to your shoulder first. Right, bring it right up and then place this right close to his ears, especially the back of my knee. And then I have to, as I'm going to bring Tommy's head down to me, I cross his arm to the side. Control the head, leg, pinch your knees together, toes up and down. So okay, the next submission now, we're going for the Omoplata. My Omoplata setup is, I always start the same idea here for my right leg. My right leg, after I have that good control, I can take it off and start looking for attack. My attack is going now is, I replace this to the hip, I'm going to bring my hip up and pull his arm across to the same side I have my right leg. When I have that in control now, I'm going to slide my hip down to the mat again together with my right leg over his shoulder. So change it, very important now, change my arms. My arm is going to go one, hold the elbow, another one, going to control his leg. So make sure you don't go inside grip of his trousers, it's always outside. Inside, not allowed to grab this in the competition, plus very good chance to break your fingers if you twisted in the middle of the roll. So keep outside and start to take your left leg out. And all I'm trying to do now is I stretch Tommy. So I'm going to push my knee towards that direction and I'm going to extend his other leg here now, making his belly go to the mat. I haven't left the hand over the arm, maintain the arm in control. That's the most important thing. That's where the submission is going to happen. So left arm now, hold the belt, start coming up. I can feel the Tommy's arms nice and trapped. My knee attached to the back of the shoulder. I can even pull a little bit more. And then I'm looking for underneath his shoulder and lift your hip up nice and slow. Everything you're trying to do is seem slow and with a good control, especially if you're starting jiu-jitsu. So with De La Riva control, we want to set up the submission called Omoplata. So as I have the control again now, I take my leg out and use his hip to elevate it as max as possible, my hip, and get a good control off his shoulder. And at the same time I pull his arm across to my side, the same side I have the leg control. Put my leg now crossing to the shoulder, to the back, towards his head, then I switch the arm. 1, 2. Yeah. Now I start to take my hip out more, at the same time I extend his leg with my right hand and push his upper body down to the mat with my left leg. Stay nice and close to him, abandon the left arm, pinch your knees together, hold the belt, start coming up. Stay really, really close to him every time. I don't want to see that angle here too far away. So really, really nice and tight. And then shoulder control, slowly lift your hip up.